Okay. If anyone is here, please feel free to say so in the chat. It looks like there's no one here right now. I may be doing this stream alone. Oh well. It's time to get started. So there's quite a bit of stuff on the news to talk about. I'm not sure if I feel like talking about all of them. Phone, you go over there. So, let's start with Trump's Supreme Court nominee, who, from what I understand, is just a more polite version of Justice Scalia, who died. Some Democrats are talking about filibustering the guy. I can understand why they would want to. Hold on one moment. There we go. Okay, I can understand why they would want to do that. But I'm also sick and tired of the gridlock at Washington. What irritates me more, though, than the Democrats, some Democrats anyway, other Democrats seem to open to voting for him, is the Republicans who've already said that if Democrats try to filibuster him, they're going to use the nuclear option, as they call it, which in this case is not referring to nuclear weapons, but is in fact referring to changes to the rules of the way the Senate works, to basically end the filibuster. Democrats already weakened the filibuster, which was, I wasn't a big fan of that when that happened. I could see why Democrats would do that, but I wasn't a big fan of it. But it was the Republicans that blasted the Democrats for using the filibuster. No, not filibuster. The nuclear option last time. So, yeah. That is just... Washington is a mess. And Trump is not helping things. Oh, I should also let you guys know of an update about my YouTube channel status. So, most of the videos are now monetized, apparently, because I was able to request a manual review, and it went through. For most of the videos, it was determined that they do not violate the advertiser-friendly guidelines thing. But two of them were determined to violate it. I asked them why, and they only said, and their response email was, "We reviewed it and we determined that it violated it." I would have liked to know how, YouTube. I wasn't questioning their decisions. I was just asking, can you tell me what in those videos violates the guidelines? But at this point, most of the videos have been determined to be advertiser friendly, and at this point I'm like, fuck it. It's just 2 videos, it ain't worth the fight. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. So yeah, that's the status of my YouTube channel. I will not be able to go back to gaming videos like I would like to until I get better computers. And I'm sorry, but this MacBook from 2011 just ain't gonna cut it. Unfortunately, my bank account is slowly depleting, so it won't be much longer before I'll be out of money. and I won't be able. I already don't have enough money to be able to fix both computers. Hell, I might not even have enough money to fix any computer, because I'm having to replace so much goddamn parts on the desktop. It's like, I think I may have gone over this before, but it's probably the motherboard that's bad, but the motherboard is bad enough that I have to upgrade it to a new one, but upgrading it to a new one means I have to buy a new CPU. And RAM. And then, just for the record, at this point, that's basically a new computer. And then on top of that, I also have to buy a new cooling system, because apparently AMD's new line of processors is not going to be backwards compatible for the previous generation cooling systems. So yeah, now it's definitely a whole new computer that I'm buying. The only other thing that hasn't... I've already replaced the power supply on that thing, and the only other thing that has not been replaced yet would be the CD drive and the case. So yeah, that's frustrating as hell. It's like super frustrating. But I'm gonna have to deal with it. As for my laptop, it's just... I don't know if I can even get that fixed. I'm going through AT&T's things, praying that it works, but I'm not counting on it. I think it's something on the motherboard that shorted out. And if it's a laptop, if the motherboard shorts out, you basically have to buy a new one. Because replacing the motherboard basically means replacing the whole goddamn thing. It's very lonely to do a stream that just by myself. I wonder if I can, like, post this on Reddit. I didn't think of that before. Reddit. Live streams. Ah! There is a place where I can share my live streams on Reddit. Oh yeah, I visited it before, and then... Huh. Okay. Submit a new link. I need to log into my Reddit account. Excuse me, oh my lord. Incorrect password. Is it that one? No. What? Oh, no, it was that one. URL is that. Okay. Posting on the live streams Reddit. Ooh, another person is here. Hello. And in the comment, I'm going to explain what I'm doing. I should have thought of the live streams Reddit thing way before I started the stream. Copy this. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, browser, don't crash on me. Okay. And put in a comment. Hopefully that Reddit thing will also bring people here. I don't know if it will. Ooh, 3 people. Hello there. Please feel free to use the chat. I kind of depend on interaction with the chat for this. I do look up and talk about my opinions on various news topics. But, yeah. A lot of the time, especially near the end, it goes towards talking with the chat. So please use the chat. So, what else can I talk about that I have not talked about yet? A lot of people joined, like, in the middle. So, oh yes, I am folding. It is going to be hard. I want to get a webcam so that you can actually see what I'm doing instead of me having to bring it up and show you guys, but whatever. What else can I talk about? I've already talked about Trump's Supreme Court pick. Oh, Betsy DeVos. So that is the person who is supposed to be the leader of the DOE, the Department of Education, or at least Trump wants that person to be. A lot of people have reservations about her and her plans for education. She seems to be a huge proponent of charter schools and school vouchers for private schools, which by itself wouldn't be a problem. I mean, if people want to go to private schools, that's fine. But the issue is that if you start trying to make private schools completely and totally replace public schools, the fact of the matter is that even with school vouchers, not everyone can afford to go to a private school. Number 2 is done. There are a lot of other reforms that can be done to improve the education system. Although I wonder, sometimes I honestly do wonder how much of that can be done on the federal level, since a lot of education policy is actually decided on the state level. Yeah, we get stuff like NCLB, which was replaced, I think. I can't remember by what, but it was replaced by something else. I only say NCLB because that's the stuff that everyone was talking about when I was in school. I'm still in school, but like when I was in elementary, middle, and high school. It was all NCLB. But the actual implementation, my mom works as a teacher, so looks like there's quite a bit that can be decided on the local level. Of course, we do have some problems. I don't know if this extends to other states, though. Because, for example, in Hawaii, where I live, teachers are really underpaid. If Betsy DeVos goes there and cuts the education budget, that might become an even bigger issue, but that's beside the point. Teachers are really underpaid in Hawaii. Of course, the reason teachers are underpaid in Hawaii is because they have a shit union. I have nothing against unions, but the teachers' union in Hawaii is just... no. Oh, hello! 4 people and no one is using the chat? Seriously? No one? Wow. Interesting. So, what else can I talk about? There has to be stuff... oh, hold on, let me finish this fold first. God damn it. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Brexit is going to happen. That's like been 100% for sure decided now. I'm not talking about the referendum. I mean, the British Parliament formally passed a bill for giving the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, I think that's the formal title, the authority to invoke Article 50, which is the article that invokes Brexit, or at least formally makes the UK leave the European Union, gives it a 2-year time span to negotiate new deals with the EU, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. It's been repeated by so many other media outlets. I have mixed feelings about Brexit, but as an American, I'm not sure how much of a position I'm in to really comment on it. In general, I don't think it was good. I will say the strongest feeling I have towards Brexit is anger towards the British government, because immediately after Brexit happened, the yen fucking... Basically all of the inflation that Abe had accomplished just disappeared overnight after that, which is very bad for the Japanese economy. And as someone who has family in Japan, I do care very much about that. Japan was finally starting to show signs of recovery, and then it just like, poof, gone. Alright, last fold for crane number 3 for today anyway. Wow, the chat is really quiet. Is none of the people who's watching this, are none of the people who are watching this using the chat? It's the first time I've seen like 4 people on the... Aw, man, someone left. Aw, that's sad. Hope you come back tomorrow or something. What else is there? As long as I don't have the chat, if I can't rely on the chat, then... Yeah, I don't see anything on the chat, which is weird. I feel like I should be seeing stuff on the chat. Let's try something else. Pop out chat. I wonder if disconnecting from the VPN messed up the chat. Nope. It still says there is absolutely... Huh. Restore chat. Interesting. There we go. Oh, and if you're seeing the thing that is... Which side of that? Is that this side? Am I pointing at the wrong side of the screen? Damn it, the fucking delay. This side? No, this side! Yeah, this side. So, if you can only speak Japanese, Nihongo da shika wakaranai hito, or if you speak Esperanto, shit, how do I say that in Esperanto? God damn it, I don't know much Esperanto. Nihongo demo komento daijoubu desu. And I only understand a little Esperanto, so I'll recognize the language if you type in Esperanto, but, It may take a moment for me to comprehend what you're saying. Oh, hello there, Bow Wow Bow. Wow, it's been a long time. I haven't seen you. I haven't talked to you in a long time. How are you doing? I'm actually very curious. I know we had a little falling out at that other RP community, and no, there's no fucking way I'm going back there. No response, or are you typing up a response? I can't tell. You dyed your hair purple. Why? Or are you just messing with me? It faded to gray now. What? If that's a reference, I don't get it. Damn the delay. It feels weird just like sitting here waiting for the chat to say something. YouTube calls this low latency. So yeah. Okay, which side to vote? This side. Number 4. What else to talk about? I don't know if there's any more Trump news to talk about, and quite frankly, I don't want this whole thing to be just Trump news. More stuff about the Supreme Court pick. I've already... Oh, no, there is one more thing that I do have to say about the Supreme Court pick. Some Democrats have already pledged to filibuster him, which... As much as I understand the rage, and I am very, very tempted to say Democrats should filibuster him, I, at the same time, just fucking can't. I want to say it, but I can't. I've seen enough bullshit pulled on Washington, and Democrats also lost the election. I do believe that they should vote against the guy, but filibuster him to prevent it? I think Democrats have a lot of other problems. Sure, the Supreme Court is one big issue for the Democrats, but there are probably other issues that they need to deal with, like trying to figure out how the hell they're gonna win the next election. What made Hillary lose? She actually won the popular vote. Everything I say says she won the I've seen says she won the popular vote but lost the electoral college. So Hillary got the votes, she just didn't get it where she needed it. And as for it's easy to point a finger at one thing and say this is what made Hillary lose. There's a lot of things that made her lose. I'm not gonna try and blame one singular thing. Everything from the fucking scandals, which I'm not gonna lie, even I admit Hillary had far too many fucking scandals. Oh my god. I have no fucking idea how the DNC thought she would be a strong candidate. Cause if you think about it, Sanders probably would have gotten it if the superdelegates had just gone the other direction. But, well... Hillary was not a strong candidate to begin with, and I think really the biggest thing is that Democrats just didn't vote. Voter turnout for Democrats has been continually going down, and I'm not gonna try and blame voter suppression or anything like that. No, across the board, demographics-wise, Democrat voter turnout was lower than usual. Yeah, actually, it's been steadily going down for the past few elections, but this particular election was the lowest in the past few years. That was probably the kicker, but, like, it's easy to say they didn't vote, but then the question becomes, okay, why didn't they vote? And there's a lot of different... I'm not going to try and blame one single reason why, oh, they didn't vote because this. My mom seems to blame, oh, the media was saying that Hillary would win, so all the Democrats that didn't want to vote for Hillary, but couldn't stand Trump, just stayed home because they assume, oh, well, she's going to win anyway, so my vote is not necessary. That's what she says. I can see the argument. I'm not sure if it's true, though. Overall, though, I think just Democrats made a mistake in choosing Clinton to begin with. I liked Biden. I liked Biden. He never even ran, but I liked him. By the end of it, especially, it was just like... people were so sure Clinton would win. Number 5 done for today. YouTube won't let. Oh yeah, YouTube won't let people post links. It will let me post links. You can. I think I still have you on my contacts and on Skype. Let me check. I don't think I ever removed you. Did I? I don't remember removing you. Huh. I don't. What? Search Skype. I thought. I don't see you on my Skype. That's weird. I don't remember removing you. Oh well, I do have a Facebook account too. I can just open that up, and if you want to send me stuff through Facebook messages, go ahead. I know for a fact I have not removed you on Facebook, so. So, what is to come in American politics? Remains to be seen. I see this. Oh yeah, Betsy DeVos. So, apparently, oh, who is this? Why reduce the nuclear arsenal when it's the greatest deterrence for war? Because we don't need like 7,000 fucking nukes. Many other countries have nukes, but they don't have an arsenal as big as America's. Also, I would actually like to see all nukes, like everywhere, in every country, eliminated. It's not like this logical thing. I've just seen it's not this thing where it's like, oh, but it deterrence, and yeah, maybe it is a deterrence, but at the same time, number one mistake in nuclear war, and there have been many oopsie moments in history. And then there's also, I was born in Hiroshima. It was ingrained in me. I've seen pictures, I've seen stories from actual survivors. I cannot get behind nuclear weapons. I believe every single nation on the face of this planet should get rid of it. Although I see the arguments of some countries, like for example India. India has pledged to get rid of its nuclear arsenal, but on the condition that every other country get rid of their nuclear arsenal too. Which, in effect, it means that India is not going to get rid of their nuclear arsenal, but I can understand the argument. But bottom line, I just don't want to see another Hiroshima or Nagasaki happen, ever. There's a lot of horrible things that we've made. Humans have gotten very good at killing each other over the years. Ooh, what is this? I keep getting something. Oh, you sent something. Ah, that old community. I have not gone on that. I have not gone on that in so long. Oh my. Ooh. I'm tempted to try and read through this, but I'm also in the middle of a stream. First glance, I'm not reading through much of the details. First glance, it looks really detailed, though. Which is pretty good. I like detail. Which is wow, that is a lot. I do not have the time to read through that. Actually, no, I do. I'm just not going to do it right now because I'm in the middle of a stream. I will say though, it looks detailed and I like detail, so that's a good thing. There are probably some people who are not familiar with this RP community that I'm talking about. So let's just say it's a wiki community where information is on there about different nations that you can make. I would like to point out, because some people make this confusion a lot, that just because you make a certain kind of nation in an RP community doesn't necessarily mean you agree with the politics. It's fun. That's why people do it. Number 6, I think. 2, 4, 6. Yeah. Oh, that's good. No. What else is there to talk about? If you guys want me to talk about something, mention it in the chat or something. Send it to me through Skype if any of you have my Skype. Or Facebook or something. This is a very different audience from what I'm normally doing. I'm used to a lot of my friends joining in the stream and then watching, which has ended in some interesting conversations before. Like friends as in like people I know in real life. So what is this? What else? Something about Marine Le Pen. I don't feel like reading more about right-wingers anymore. Oh. I don't know what's going on with this cough. It just won't go away. By the way, what I am drinking is, who is the greatest rapper of all time? I don't know. I don't listen to rap. I've never been a big fan of rap. I listen to J-pop. I listen to Vocaloid. I listen to... Oh my god, like, all the music I listen to is Asian. Oh my god! Because I also listen to C-pop, China pop, K-pop. As for the Chinese C-pop, it can be either Canto pop or Mando pop. Both Canto pop is Cantonese, Mando pop is Mandarin. Classical composer! Ooh, that's a harder one. That is a harder one. I don't listen to classical music that much, but I do know of a lot of classical music because my dad just would not stop listening to classical music. Ooh, what is the best, though? I would have to go for Tchaikovsky. I really like his 1812 Overture. I think that's by Tchaikovsky. Yeah, that's the song where they have the fucking cannons in it. I'm not even joking. They actually have cannons. A lot of places don't do the performance without the cannons, but in the original, you're supposed to have cannons. Yeah, Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky. I can only pronounce the last name. Have I heard about what's going on in Romania? Yes and no. I don't know exactly what's happening right now, but I know there's a lot happening in terms of politics. I'm not sure exactly what, but I know something's happening. I occasionally speak to someone who is from Romania, which is interesting because we differ very much on politics. He's like a hardcore communist, although he's not Stalinist, but he's not like any other communist that I've seen. He does say a lot of stuff that for communists it makes sense, but I'm not sure exactly, though, what's happening in Romania. I do know that, at least for Romanians, something big is going on. Protests grow over corruption decree. Oh. Ooh, BBC, tell me what exactly is this? Two, four, six, seven. Is a cover of that he, if I remember correctly, he's from Colombia, not Romania. The guy I'm talking about, I don't know how many of you saw, but I have a video on here where I interview an indie game developer who was in the middle of developing a game that I'm not sure what happened to that game. I've asked him about it and he just won't answer questions. And yeah, one of them is the guy I'm talking about. Who is my waifu? That is a question that I will not answer. Because I know there are people that will hate me for giving this answer. So the answer is no, I will not answer that question. Patrick Stewart playing the poop. Patrick Stewart has been doing some funny stuff lately. There was also the Strongbow commercials. That's what I remember, the most recent thing. I'm not sure what you mean by playing the poop emoji, though. I don't think I've seen that one. Although I'm as much as it's way different from his portrayal of Captain Picard in Star Trek, I like it. I like what he's been doing lately. It's funny, gives people good laughs. I like it. And ultimately, no harm done. So, yeah. Speaking of Star Trek, supposedly it's supposed to get a new series. When is that supposed to air, actually? There's a new emoji movie. Oh, that's what you mean! Okay, I'm not sure how I feel about that, but that's not because Patrick Stewart, that's because I don't understand how the hell you're supposed to make a movie out of emojis. It's like the time that guy, I think, Tom Scott. You'll find him, he's on YouTube. Pretty big. Apparently there was a time that he made an app called Emojly. And it's a chat app where all you can use is emoji. I'm not even joking. Apparently he made a chat app where all you can use is emoji. Like, even the usernames and passwords were emoji. Ah, you watch him too? I love his videos. Okay. So this should be number 8, which is almost done. I usually do at least 10 a day. Because if I don't do at least 10 a day, it's going to take a really long time to finish this. It's going to take several months to finish it if I just do 10 a day. So, yeah. I try to do more than that. 2, 4, 6, 8. Number 9 is this. Have I listened to Pink Season? Actually, I've never even heard of that. Oh, Filthy Frank. Oh, I kind of stopped watching Filthy Frank after the whole Harlem Shake thing. I mean, I didn't watch him that much before the Harlem Shake, and then the Harlem Shake happened, and then I watched him a lot for a short while, and then I just stopped watching him again. That was a cringy meme. Yeah, well, I laughed at it. Well, some of it. There was quite a bit of videos that were cringy, and then there was also quite a bit that was funny. It was kind of hit or miss. Search for Nickelodeon girls. Do I want to? Do I want to? Is that... I have no idea if that's something I want to do or not. Here goes nothing. The first thing is how they look completely different. I didn't watch much live action Nickelodeon stuff. I watched mostly the cartoons. So, not sure how this is gonna go. Played Cat on Victorious. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea who that is. Played Dana Cruz on Zoe 101. I know the show. I do not know who that is. Big Time Rush. Oh yeah, I do remember that one. Holy Jesus. What is this in my notification that I got? Oh! Okay. Do I want to listen to it? Let's see. Pink guy, Nickelodeon. Oh. Oh, he made a thing. Hold on, am I gonna get a copyright strike? Desktop audio is off. Okay. Oh. What? The fuck am I listening to? What the fuck am I listening to? Okay, this is a thing that I'm... Okay. Okay, that's... I am not listening to that any more than I already have. Okay! Yeah, that sounds like typical Filthy Frank. That was something. I honestly don't know what else to say. Wow. I did not know that existed. Wow. Okay, A plus priceless reaction. Really? Was it that? Mm. That's the reaction I have with a lot of Filthy Frank's videos. I watch it, it's like, okay, that's a thing. Oh, you should have seen it when I saw the... What was it called? Human cake! Yes! That! Oh, that's a thing. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I gotta fill my cup up with more Crystal Pepsi. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I thought that was gonna overflow. And yes, I drink Crystal Pepsi now. I probably shouldn't be doing it right now. Except maybe the fishhook one. Okay! Do I want to know? I have not seen the fishhook one. I don't want to know. Okay, good. I'm gonna drop it then. Oh lord. Stupid condensation. I wonder how Filthy Frank comes up with the kind of stuff that he comes up. I mean, the heck? He's either crazy or a comedic genius or, and this is my personal theory, a little bit of both! Something lighter. Let's find something lighter. The website that I've frequented since high school, well, not really frequented, but I go on when I want to just look at random stuff. Drew Curtis's Fark.com. Oh my fucking god. Is this something that really happened? Are Hawaii girls cute? I don't know. It's up to... It really depends. I do have to say that some of the people that you see nowadays are like... Ugh. Too much exposure. Especially the people from... Or at least when my sister was in high school and I was in high school too, there was some people who were what happened? I think it might be, I might be under a mistaken impression there though, cuz my school had it especially bad with girls not following the dress code. Cuz what happened was one teacher tried to get actually sent a tried to give a girl detention or something like that because she was violating the dress code. And then the parent then came around and threatened to sue the school for hiring a teacher that was a pedophile. The argument was, in order for you to notice that the person was... The argument was basically, in order for you to notice that the person was... That the girl was not following the dress code, oh, you had to have been checking her out. Stupid. And that made it so that the school basically couldn't enforce the dress code for the duration for like years. I don't know how it is right now, but yeah, the school just didn't want to go to court, so And dress code was not exactly being well enforced since then. At least that's what I heard from my sister. That's the explanation she gave me, because even I started noticing that girls were not following the dress code, and when I notice that kind of stuff, you know it's bad, because generally I'm oblivious to that. Do I go to UH? Yeah, University of Hawaii at Manoa. I used to go to Kapiolani Community College, but I just transferred. I think last semester was the first semester I had at Manoa. You've dated a girl. Well, that means you have more experience in romance than me. Good on you. I wish I could just, like, put a picture of, like, Forever Alone up. I could, I'm just not gonna do it, because I don't wanna... Yeah. If I could, like, instantly do it, I would do it, but no, it takes time. I'd have to search it up. Is this my dorm? No, actually, since I live in the state, this is not the dorm. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I actually still live with my mom, partly because it's cheaper than a dorm, partly because, I was trying to find a roommate to room with. And I was originally actually going to go move out and live somewhere else. Is that the freeway? Yeah, that is one of 2 freeways back there. Generally, I put, like, blankets up there to block the sun, because when it's, like, earlier in the day, the sun is right there. But I didn't do it because it was getting late, and it was not making the entire background white like it normally does. This is actually an apartment in what is not exactly the best neighborhood. We have not had a good string of luck when it comes to homes. Let's just say that sometimes it feels like we've had to move every year since my parents got divorced. So yeah. Anyway, I was originally going to live in a, not necessarily a dorm, but there's like certain buildings that are designated for, or at least they preferentially rent out to students at Manoa. Or anywhere in the UH system, actually. But what happened was it was like, okay, I had all these plans set up with one of my friends. Like, okay, I'm going to move into this dorm. It has like even paid for internet access, although only for one computer, which was sad. And all that, it had a lot of good stuff. The only downside was it was kind of pricey, but whatever. And then apparently, the person who I was supposed to dorm with bailed on me. And there was no way I could afford it alone. Apparently, his mom decided that she was not gonna let him go move out when she saw the dorm. Apparently, she said she had she had concerns about the area's security, which I'm not sure what she meant. It didn't look, when I went to it, it didn't look like too bad of a place. But yeah, and then I couldn't find another person to go with, so I ended up staying with my mom, because I need to stay someplace. I'm sorry, but living homeless on the street is not exactly an option in Hawaii. Was she white? It was not a girl. The person I was supposed to dorm with was not a girl. It was a he. It was just one of my close friends since middle school. No, the mom. Yeah, she's from Michigan. From what I understand, her family is, well, they're basically full-on American, but from what I understand, if you trace the lineage back far enough, the family is French. And I didn't know this until my grandma came from Michigan and visited a little while ago. But apparently, her family was one of the first to settle in Quebec. And then they moved to America for reasons that she did not say. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I did not know that, my mom's side of the family is from Canada until, like, very recently. I was trying to remember when my grandma from my mom's side visited last. It was quite a while ago. I mean, it wasn't like so. It wasn't so long ago that. I think it was like 1 or 2 years ago. Oh, no, 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 no. It was 20. Yeah, 2 years ago. 2015 for my sister's graduation. I have no idea if I'm gonna get to meet her again. Because she's probably not gonna go visit unless some special. She's probably not gonna come visit unless there's some special occasion. I went to Michigan once to visit her, and actually my entire mom's side of the family. I didn't get to meet everyone because it's a big family, but the people I did meet were really nice. Really, really nice. I also had my first real burg. Real burg. No, I also had my first real burger in Michigan. Holy shit, that was amazing. You get burgers here in Hawaii, but when you go to an actual burger shop that you have like on the menu, I can't remember what it was. All I know is that it was like a half-pound burger, and I ate it in record time. Not literally record time, but I ate it really fast. And then when I was done, I was like, oh, there's no more. And no, there was no more because we couldn't afford to buy another one. But it was delicious. Funny thing about the ethnic makeup of my family. Yeah, my mom's side of the family, if you go back far enough, it is French. But apparently, my grandpa used to claim that, oh, one of my uncles, or was it great grandparents, something like that, married into Native American royalty. Which, he apparently, I don't know if he genuinely believed it, but like no one in my family believes that's true. Apparently, every single time that my grandpa would say that, my grandma would say yes, and I'm related to French royalty. I don't think I'm. I don't think I have even a freaking smidge of Native American blood in me. So yeah, I don't believe that story. Okay, so this should be something like 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm gonna keep going. A Great Lake Kingdom. What do you mean by that? Oh. Ah, the Con World thing. Kingdom of the Great Lakes. Ah, I see. While I was in Michigan, it was a good place to be. I was going to say something. Something just crossed my mind. And I can't remember what it was. Shit. What did it have to do? I cannot even remember what it has to do with. Shit. Sierra is superior. I will reserve my judgment on any nation in that thing. Because, In terms of RP, I've actually been... I haven't done much lately, partly because... I got angry on a RP forum I was on. So, in kind of a fit of rage, I RP'd a coup d'etat in my main RP country, and then now I have no idea how the fuck to undo the damage. Oh, that was a bad move. I probably should have, like, taken a second to calm my tits before that happened. And it wasn't a fit of rage as in I was angry at other players. It was I was trying to RP with other players and no one was doing anything. Like, I would start something up, and then they'd come in and post for a little bit, and then they just, like, poof, and it's like... Still happens. What I think I've decided I ended up starting doing is I have a few other countries in that RP thing. And I'm just gonna, like, okay, I'm gonna set this main country thing aside for a little while I try to figure out what the fuck I do with this. And I'm just gonna do other countries. Oh dear. Oh, come on. Stupid cough. I probably should not be drinking Crystal Pepsi this late at night, because it has caffeine in it. But apparently I'm stupid. Wow, the delay on YouTube. Oh, only now I saw myself drink. Okay. Again, YouTube calls that low latency. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. I'm not stopping at 13. I will never stop at 13. Because, I don't know. I should not be superstitious, but at the same time, it's kind of been ingrained in me that 13 is bad luck. I also don't want to stop at 14, because 4 is bad luck. If you ask, actually no, in a lot of East Asian countries, 4 is considered bad luck. I shouldn't be superstitious as someone who values logic, but I don't know, it just makes me feel better if I don't do things like that. Uh-oh, come on. Something interesting has been happening lately, like, for the past 3 days, every single time I go to the bus stop so that I can take the bus to school, consistently for the past 3 days, a Jehovah's Witness has come up to me and tried to, I don't know, the first few times it was, have you read the Bible? Do you think the Bible is a good book? The first time it was a old lady, and I don't like lying, so when she asked, oh, do you think the Bible is relevant today? My answer was, I think there's good things in there, which is true. I might not believe that the entirety of it is applicable today, but there are some good things in there that that is still relevant today. I just decided to not add that last part, because I want to be respectful to their beliefs. And I ended up taking a pamphlet that they were giving out. And then the next day, again, Jehovah's Witnesses came up to me. Same discussion, do you believe in the Bible, blah, blah, blah. And then I was thinking of politely declining. And then the person apparently was going around with, like, I think it's a 4 or 5-year-old girl. It's like, oh no, how can I say no to this? I don't want to hurt the girl's feelings. And then today it was, do you believe? No, it wasn't really believe. It's like, oh, do you know of the disease? Here's a pamphlet on ways to avoid disease. And then I was like, okay. I didn't even know it was a Jehovah's Witness until I opened the pamphlet, and then there was a quote from the Bible and a logo on the bottom that was like jw.org, and I'm like, oh, that's what this is. I swear I've never 3 days in a row. Plus it was every single time it was a Jehovah's Witness. It was a different person each time, but still. Nothing against people who do stuff like that. I see why some religions do it. Not all religions do it, but some do. It's just when it happens 3 days in a row. And it's not their fault. They didn't know that I had already gone through that kind of stuff. So I can't get mad, but it is kind of annoying. I can't get mad, though. Because it's not their fault. They don't know that the day previous I had already been... Someone already came up and did something similar. How are they supposed to know? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Being at the University of Hawaii is interesting. This is just going in because that's the bus stop, and I take the bus to school. It's interesting being at the University of Hawaii. There's a lot of white. It's mostly white and Asian students that are there. But then there's... They don't know it's all fake. I wouldn't say that to their face. I mean, I do believe that Jesus taught some good things. I don't think everything in the book in the Bible is true, but I do acknowledge that there are some good lessons that can be learned from it. Anyway, being at Manoa, it's an interesting experience. Again, it's mostly white and Asian students, and I say that, but like even in Hawaii, Asian, you generally don't say Asian. I know on the mainland, Asian is like this blanket term, but in Hawaii, like it's not just Asian. There's like Japanese, Chinese, Korean, and Okinawan. If you go to Japan, Okinawan is not considered separate from Japanese, but in Hawaii it is. Well, and then you also get the Filipino. It's interesting. There's like this. There's been several times I've just been walking around that I look at. Say like, there's a world map. Consistently at even at from KCC to Manoa, like there is kind of this. It's not really overt, but a small tension between some of the Korean and Japanese students. Because if you go and you look at a world map or a globe or something, you know the Sea of Japan? Every single time I've seen a map that has the Sea of Japan, somebody, I don't know who, I'm willing to bet that it's a Korean student though, has scratched out Sea of Japan or took a marker and blotched out Sea of Japan and in its place written Eastern Sea, which is what the Koreans call the Sea of Japan. Nothing against them if they want to call the Sea of Japan the Eastern Sea in their own country or in their own language. That's fine by me. It just gets annoying when they try to say, no, every other country has to do it too. So yeah, that's a thing that regularly happens. For the most part, most of the students, they get along. They don't have this open disputes. You don't have like brawls on campus or anything like that. But then you get subtle things like scratching out Sea of Japan and writing in Eastern Sea. It should be the Gulf of Texas. The naming disputes. My general position on naming disputes is, if where you are you want to call it that, go ahead, I don't care. But the moment you try and force people to call it something else, that I have a problem with that. It's another thing when Japan, I both the government of China and Japan, when it comes to the Senkaku Islands, I call it the Senkaku Islands because that's what I was raised calling it. China calls it the Diaoyu Islands. There's been many disputes on Google. Both the Chinese and Japanese governments have asked Google to use their name for the islands. I think Google just put both. I find it interesting though that that the Chinese government asks Google to do that. And yet only a few years ago they forced Google to pull out of China because of overly basically too much censorship, and Google was like, "No, we've had enough of it." 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Wait, no. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. Ah! Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to... I guess this is the last one I'm doing. Fate has decided for me. I just dropped the origami in between the wall and the bed. So when this is done, I'm gonna have to dig that out. Oops. Where the hell did it go? I can't even see it. I really can't see it. Oh my god. The fuck is... Ew.
stuff you find when you look in the parts of your home that you don't look at for a long time. Ooh, YouTube, come on, catch up. Quality. Yes, this is totally professional. You can tell by how unprofessional I am. Okay, so I do plan next time hopefully, this time I'll actually remember to order from Amazon the next batch of origami before I run out. Last few times I've had to go to the store because I forgot. And while I do that, I'm also going to order a webcam. So hopefully, I'll be able to get a webcam over here on my table so that you can actually see what I'm doing with the origami. Oh wow, that was not expected. Oops. Uh oh, come on. The last few folds of this. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, so this should be 16, I think? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yes, okay! That's it for tonight. I'm gonna have to dig out, again, I'm gonna have to dig out that origami. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you liked this, yeah, please do like and share it. You guys are the first people who've come on here. I'm not sure how the ratio for all the statistics is gonna look like after this. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Oh my lord. I was not expecting to get all new people watching this, because by new people I mean people whom I have not seen in the chat before. But thank you so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Please watch. Bye!